Could we get a video on Septa Unella? Is she the same in the books as she is on the show? For the most part, yes, but there is one moment I want to mention. So initially we meet Septa Unella when she's brought in to essentially interrogate Marjorie Tyrell. And Marjorie is like, bitch, I'll claw your eyes out. Like, hold my earrings. Marjorie refuses to confess to anything. There are also two other Septas, Septa Moelle and Septa Scalera, who are involved, and one of them actually performs a pelvic exam on Marjorie. You basically had this rotation of the three of them constantly berating Marjorie, confess, confess. And then when Cersei is arrested, they are essentially transferred over to Cersei and they try and grill her to elicit a confession. For the most part, it's what you see on the show. It's the aggressive tactics. It's the waking Cersei up every hour on the hour. You know, it's the psychological torment. It's that trying to break her down. It's exactly like that in the books. But when Cersei confesses to some sins and has to do the Walk of Atonement, and she's accompanied by the three Septas, there is one moment, well, there's two little moments that I think you could, and I stress could, interpret as slight compassion from Septa Unella. Cersei is walking along and people are flinging all kinds of stuff at her, like all kinds of crap. The floor is dirty and she's about to lose her balance. And before she hits the ground, Unella grabs her and stops her from falling flat on her face. Now, she didn't have to put her arm out and grab Cersei. She could have just let her fall. And maybe it was just like, okay, if we let her fall, the mob might get out of hand. Maybe that's why she grabbed her. But she also could have just let her fall. Further on down this Walk of Atonement, Cersei falls again and she hits the deck. And Unella is actually the one who says to her, look, you've not got far to go. Look, there's the hill. You've got to get up that hill, and at the very top is the Red Keep. You're nearly there. You're almost home. Again, she didn't have to say that because she was trying to help Cersei in the moment. She could have just left her on the ground and waited for the mob to force Cersei to move. But she tries to encourage her. And again, she didn't have to. Maybe it was like, look, we all want to get out of here in one piece. Maybe that's the reason. But I still find it surprising. Like when I look through this chapter, and it's always an intense chapter because it's horrendous from Cersei's point of view, but Unella at least tries to encourage her those last couple of steps, just a little bit further and then you'll be home. It's in direct contrast to everything else Unella and the other Septas have said to Cersei. They've called her every name under the sun. They've been physical with her. They've shaved her head. They've stripped her. But this moment is the one thing that stands out. It's the one anomaly. As things stand in the books, Cersei has just made it back to the Red Keep. She hasn't had time to exact her revenge yet, but she will definitely have Unella, Scalera and Moelle in her sights. She hasn't gone all crazy with, Robert Strong / the Mountain, the wine. That hasn't happened yet in the books. But, I mean, if I was Unella and the other Septas, I would be sleeping with one eye open because Cersei, we know she holds a grudge. Cersei won't remember that one moment, that one brief glimpse of assistance. Cersei won't remember that. She will remember all of the horrible things and she will get her revenge. That is just Cersei's way.